the Ohio State Buckeyes in one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. Coaches like to say no game is more important than any other. But when you have a couple of top 10 teams ready to square off, yeah, that one carries a little more weight. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Vols will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level.
He's off to the races. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Back to throw, it's Howard. Looking for the end zone. And that pass intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're trying to get to it. Picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the interception on the 1st drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish the...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback.
Going deep. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
And how about the down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
That's caught. It's White. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to add another. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Looking for blockers. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Using his legs, it's Henderson. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the air, it's Howard. They're bringing heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the
complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
On the return, it's Selden.
The return brings it out to the 34, and the Tennessee offense will take over.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Give to the running back. At the 45 on its way. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
He's there to make the stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it found incomplete.
Oftentimes defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Makes the grab on the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Volunteers will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Catch in the middle, it's White. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Power football with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And that is exactly what you want. You want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to
hit the afterburners, kid. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. To throw, it's Howard. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Quarterback checking off. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Slides away. He'll let it go down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out,
Pulls into traffic. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. Pulls it in on the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. He lets it fly. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, the offense is sending a very clear message. They didn't hit that play, but they've shown they've got the quarterback with the arm talent. They've got the wide receivers with the speed. They are going to try and take shots and take the top off this defense. So if you're the secondary on defense, you know right now you're going to be in your back pedal and you're going to be turning and running a lot throughout the course of this game.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are.
Goodbye.
Right now.
Racing down the left side. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown ball. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They're going to run it. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a 2-point conversion after the long touchdown run. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups.
After the misfire, now on second down. Quickly complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Howard. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Running back from the carry. Picks up 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Trying to get to him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that. Got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
I really like this call to go for it on 4th down in this area of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. With a 1st down. They'll try the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Tennessee 24.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Back to pass, it's Howard. Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fired. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Vols decide to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Buckeye out there. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
It's caught downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The offense comes out needing a score here, down one possession. Comes out throwing on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks, it's Smith. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Coming after it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. To the air, it's Howard. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense, quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. This is a third and long. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Fourth down coming up.
So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they tie the game in the final seconds. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Wow, and with that field goal with so little time left here in the game, it looks like this thing's going to OT. You have to give that young guy so much credit. He had the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he's able to knock it through. We've still got some football left here, fellas.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Got room on the return. We'll get it started here in overtime. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Give to the running back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. And here comes the offense on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Looking for a man. It's Iam Aliava. Working that left side now. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Even the grab. Touchdown, Volunteers. They strike first in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Spits it out to the back. The sure hands, it's Henderson. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll run the option. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like all this, because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
They'll run it from the gun. Bounced off his feet.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where third down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Back to throw, it's Howard. He's moving out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
What the fuck?
Pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Can't make the connection. They play another overtime.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Right back to it. They finally make the stop at the big run. It's plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They are getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
3rd and long, and they don't want to move backwards to make sure they have a chance to kick an easy one and win it in OT. They'll set up for this chip shot that would win the game.
What the fuck?
Good. Field goal attempt is no good. It is a devastating blow to not come away with points here in overtime.
And that's just what you couldn't have happen. You can't come away with no points on your first possession. It puts all the pressure, David, on your defense. Now, they've got to pitch a shutout here on their opponent's opening possession of OT, or this game is over.
And man, does it change the complexion now for defense, because now you got to be aggressive, because all they need is a field goal to win. They don't have to be aggressive offensively. They can.
And now he's not going to be able to get it off. The sack, and why in the world wouldn't you just kick it and take the lead? After the stop, now a 2-point try to win the game. They'll try to pound their way.
No!
That's it. That's the ball game. The 2-point try gets it done. This is one of the best games we've called this season. A thriller, and it comes down to the wire here in overtime.
I could watch these two teams play another 6 times this year, just back and forth, trading blows, offenses coming up with explosive plays, big hits all over the field. David, this is what college football is all about.
No doubt. I love your excitement. Where's the defensive mentions? Some good defense out there, too, there, homeboy. I know it's not just offenses that get you excited. Some defensive plays, too. Nip and tuck the whole game. Decided overtime. Crushing loss.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.